Yeah. What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? Your man Theo Butler, and we are in here. Y'all see, y'all like that thumbnail? Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. You like, leave a comment. You don't like, leave a constructive comment. You know what? I'm prepared for it. You say whatever you want to on this video. I see we got Gray already in the building. The man on the street, the super producer Gray. We got Kamoyo King, president of the Black Panther fan group, in the building. We gonna have fun. We in here for a good time, not for a long time. I'm gonna start off a little bit different tonight before we get up into it. What's going on? Apocalypse? Is Kevin Feige apocalypse? I like that. I was gonna put him in the picture, but I was like, I don't like the visual aesthetic of it and everything. 4 look better than 5 to me. So, but no, I like what you did there. I like what you did there, Jack. So before we jump fully off into the show, I want to talk about some stuff that's on the peripheral and everything like that. So some stuff that's gonna make us laugh. That's funny, regardless of how you feel about it. So y'all remember 4 years ago? Y'all remember 4 years ago, around about 4 years ago, when Joe Biden won the presidency and everything like that? And you remember how people stormed the Capitol? You remember that? January 6th stormed the Capitol? Because folks was mad. They won this time around. And they still got something to complain about, because quite a few of them and effed around and find out they being disowned by family members. Wives are leaving husbands. Parents ain't talking to kids no more. Kids ain't talking to their parents no more. Now, here's my thing. Friends ain't talking to friends no more. The thing is, your friend, your child, your parent, your co-worker, your spouse told you what the link read before you took your happy ass down there to vote. And they told you why. You thought it was sweet. Somewhere in your mind, you thought it was better to do right by somebody you did not know than do right by those you did know. You thought it was best to do what somebody wanted you to do whom you don't know. They don't know you. You decided to do the exact opposite of what those you claim to care about and will go and tell God and country care about you. You chose to do the exact opposite. Well, I guess the holiday is gonna be pretty light for a lot of folks this year. A lot of folks ain't gonna be invited to Thanksgiving dinner. A lot of folks not gonna be invited to Christmas dinner. A lot of folks not gonna be able to bring the new year in with the person they brought the new year in with last year. You know, here's what's funny to me. We didn't get mad. You know how folks was talking about, oh, if he don't win, it's gonna be this, that, that, and the third. He won. He did. We had a whole different strategy. It was called the "we don't you no more" strategy. Quite a few folks then found out since the election. They didn't around and found out that quite a few folks ain't with them no more. So and they and they feelings about it. I done lost my family. You threw your family away. You threw your family away for that dude over there. Go kick it with him. Go go see if you can have Thanksgiving dinner with him. Go see if you can be invited to one of his kids' baby shower or wedding or graduation or something like that. You did that. You should have thought about that before you did that. Keeping the party rolling though. Is Drake? I know what Drake doing. I know verbatim what he doing. But no, that's him. Is Drake suing Kendrick because he lost a rap beef? Yeah, I know what he said it was. I know, but no, he and his feeling. Is this what we doing? That man got That man got popo. He got the man involved in a rap beat. I don't care how folks want to dress it up. Oh, he doing it for this. He doing it because he lost a rap beat. Do we think he would give two damns about money if he still ain't getting drugged? He's still getting drugged. This dude got the man involved because Kendrick is still putting hands on him. What year is it? Because I ain't never seen this before. When I seen Ja Rule go through hell with 50 Cent. He ain't do nothing like this. He ain't do nothing like this. Bruh, you really got to. How you say I ain't really from the streets without saying I ain't really from the streets? That's how you say it. And Drake fans talk about his money. He got money. He look broke. You see where he live at? No. You think about it. He keep referencing the song, They Not Like Us. He in his feeling. Damn. And speaking of Kendrick, as my brother D-Red would say, entertainment is his thing. Kendrick Lamar has recently come under fire for using the E word. Now, I'm going to share this with us because I didn't know, but I will never do this again because I didn't know. Ain't nobody told me. Y'all ain't tell me. So it's offensive to people in Alaska. I don't even say I'm naming for us to refer to them as, it starts with an E. Starts with an E. They prefer Inuk, Enoch, or Inut, or Inut. They prefer that. So going forward, when I talk about Alpha Flight, I will, and y'all hold me accountable to this now, make sure I'm not using the word to start with an E, end with an O. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Yeah, okay. Make sure we're not doing that because we want to do right by others. But yeah, Kendrick is catching flack. And I want to say for Kendrick he used it in a rap song, not maliciously. He just used the word. It's offensive. So we know that word is offensive. If you know us, grow us, and sharing is caring. So we know that. Keep up with these notes real quick. Keep up. Must. Come on, you sent me the song last night, and I get it. I get it. I absolutely get it. I felt it lyric for lyric. It's because you can understand what Kendrick be saying, unlike some rappers today. But yeah. But I asked the question before. I don't know why we letting that young man, not Kendrick. I don't know why we letting that young man feel like he can throw around one racial slur but not use the other one. Oh no. If you're gonna use one, use both. If you're not gonna use both, don't use either. That's how I feel about it. But that's one of the things where, speaking of I was talking to Mr. Smith, and I'm gonna get into what we're talking about in a few. I was just talking to Mr. Smith. Cognitive dissonance, you know that thing is real. That thing is real, and you know you might need to ask yourself sometime: are you practicing cognitive dissonance? That thing is real. I asked Mr. Smith. There's this young man. I got a ton of respect for on social media. This man is a Christian. I know it. You can tell it by the way he walk and talk on social media. This man is a champion for Jonathan Majors. He is. Quite a few of us are. So my hat's off to him for that. Feels like Jonathan Majors got done wrong, done dirty by Disney. It did. MCU, if you will. Feels it in his bones, feels it in his spirit. He makes it a part of his daily regimen to let it be. By and large, that's how he feel about the situation. But he's a proud black man too. He's a proud black man. He's a proud black man. He's a proud black man. And I got two instances with this one because I'm gonna swing it to the video that I just did the other night. So he's a proud black man. What I'm not understanding, You are a self-professed, God-fearing Christian who happens to be black. You've articulated that Jonathan Majors was done dirty by the MCU. You've also articulated that black characters aren't getting done right in the MCU. Why then, after saying all of that, would you still campaign for Jonathan Majors to come back to the MCU and be Kang? That makes no sense. You want him to come back to the agency you said did him dirty, that has no respect for black characters. You want him to come back to that? You champion for it. Do you realize that makes no sense? I don't think I can do, because I'll be respectful, it's just sit and look. There's a difference in what you want and what you need. You want him to be Kang the Conqueror. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the only reason why you want him to come back and do that, because you have been colonized on the minutest level. We all are, since we've been born in this country. We all are. You just not saying to yourself, damn, why would I? Because you yourself as a dude wouldn't do that. You would not go back to work for somebody that they gave you their behind the kiss. You know you wouldn't. You would not go back and work at a job where you know they were treating black folks unfairly. You wouldn't do it, so why you keep asking for him to do it? Why do quite a few, because he ain't the only one, why do quite a few of us keep championing for him to do that? That makes no sense. This also makes no sense. Once again, I'm talking to Mr. Smith. That's my elder. That's my mentor. Storm 2. We read it. Good book. It is. Descendant of Agamotto. It's what that is. And then the writer let it be known that she's cousin of Thor. And you heard me, y'all here, I'm here, we here. You heard what I said. I said it. You are a intelligent, thinking black person. I'm not finna sit up here and act like I know more than some other people. No. It's folks know more than I do. That's what that is. I believe some of the stuff I know, we all know the same damn thing. What am I saying? We know that black mythology is damn near non-existent. Whether we talking Marvel, whether we talking DC, whether we talking independence, we know black mythology. I'm 50 something damn years old, and black mythology ain't really ever got no push at all in any comic book. Hell, didn't they just have a movie come out? Gods of Egypt. Ironically enough, who was the only black god in that movie? Well, damn, the dude over here. Yeah, think about it. So, and mind you, folks thought that was the lick. Didn't Elizabeth Taylor play Queen Cleopatra? Did she play that? There's folks sitting up here right now asking questions about how the hell is Carter Hall Hawkman. I don't know. I didn't write that. I wouldn't have wrote it like that. But hell, I don't know how Mark Spector is Moon Knight either. I don't. All things considered. So I asked the question, why Thor and not Shango? It's folks don't even know who the hell Shango is. Every comic book fan know who the Thor is. Why does she's from Kenya, the heartland of Africa. Why is it pertinent for her to be related to Thor, of all people? You know more about Roman and Greek mythology than you know about your own. Yes, I'm gonna say it. You know more about Roman and Greek mythology than your own. You do. You do. So why you chomping at the bit? Why make Why explain it? Why you don't want to see it? What excuse is there in 2024? Do y'all realize that when me and D-Real are talking to y'all about our comic book experiences, we're going back damn near 60 years. If we ain't got it in 60, why you think you got so much damn time? Why you not asking the question, damn, y'all, so when it ain't ever been done in 60 years? No. Why you stalling it out for another 2 or 3? Why you, as a Black person, I cannot stress that enough. Why are you, as a Black person, not thirsty for that? Why are you content for her to be Thor's cousin? What, don't he have enough? This is about Aurora. This ain't about Thor. This is about Aurora Monroe, the world's mightiest mutant who hails from Kenya, Africa. Why are we not talking about that? Why do I still want to talk about Norway? I can talk about Norway in damn near any comic book. We got a taste of the Black diaspora in a 3-issue run with Cheryl Eaton. I asked Mr. Smith, because I wanted to make sure. He's been reading comic books longer than me. The characters that she had talking, the gods that were around Baz, have they ever talked or moved or engaged like that? No. That's his answer. No. That's a Black Panther fan. No. So you mean to tell, and Mr. Smith got me by 4 years. So you mean to tell, character created in 1966. So you mean to tell me it took all the way from 1966 to 2024 for us to see them characters act like that? Talk, fight. Loki and Thor been whooping ass since the 60s. Loki and Thor been whooping ass since the 60s. I would just, you can't ask for Black representation and you not willing to die on that hill. You can't ask for Black representation and you're gonna keep making excuses for why you don't get it. Because anybody can explain it away. Hell, I can explain why I went from 230 to 185. Don't mean I'm telling you the real, don't mean I'm giving you the truth. No, I'm just telling you, hey, I lost weight. You want to know how I lost weight? Hey man, you just, do what you're supposed to do. You don't want me to go into detail? You don't want me to tell you I lost my gallbladder? You don't want me to? I'm gonna keep up with these notes, then we're gonna get into the reason why we're here. Just want to talk about that real quick. You like a different genre of music than me or pineapples on your pizza, we can be friends. You gonna vote for the orange man, we'll finish. God forgives, I don't. and I think people get forgiveness twisted. I'm not forgiving you for what you did. You did it. I'm forgiving me for putting myself in that situation. See, that allows me to move on. I don't give you that. No, I'm not finna forgive. What you did was foul. You got to answer for that. I'm mad at me for even putting myself in that position because I knew better. I should have seen that coming. So I'm not. No, my forgiveness ain't ever for the offender. I need to forgive Theo, and that's word of advice. When somebody does something to you, you need to forgive yourself. And the reason why, and I'm saying this to men, women, young, old, you need to forgive yourself. The reason why I say forgive yourself is so you can move on. When you're mad and you're angry and you can't forgive that person for what they did, you're not supposed to. You're not. You get stuck. Forgiveness is for you. You need to forgive yourself. You're punishing yourself. You're angry. You're mad. You're mad at the one person who you really feel like you can't do anything to. That's yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for putting yourself in that situation. That allows you to move on, because you know at the end of the day, if they did not drug you, if they did not kidnap you, they didn't force you to do anything you didn't want to do. You did it. You just didn't get the outcome that you desired. So you need to forgive yourself. That's it. We're going to keep up with these notes, though. Relationship advice 101. All the Trump gumps at work are being ignored. Hey, didn't Trump say he had something for him? Like, they should be talking to him. Well, wait, they ain't got no other MAGA friends they can talk to, because I'm pretty sure it should just be as simple as finding somebody that's got on a red hat. You can have that conversation. Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving dinner, chop it up with the football games and everything like that there, barbecue together. Drake says, I don't know what Drake had going on. Man, they not bothered by the N-word. They gonna get over it. Well, I cognitive dissonance. Yeah. What's going on, student again? What's going on? What's going on? There he is, ladies and gentlemen. The Rock Whitby Nation moderator has entered the building. Be careful what you say. He don't mind showing people the door. What's going on, Steezel? What is going on? What is going on? Tell them the price is going up to T'Challa or Adam Bashir. Yeah, come on. Great. I was just about to say that. Majors need to tell them price of the brick is going up. Something. But like I said, why are we still entertaining him going back? That belies common sense to me, because when you were a kid and you got done wrong and you kept going around kids that were mistreating you, your parents would normally beat your behind because they told you to stop going around there. Why are we still doing that? Like, even in that statement in and of itself, it's still entertaining the fact we want him to go back to somebody that wronged him. We want him to go back to somebody that abused him. Now, mind you, we're complicit in us in making him feel like he needs them. Why are we making this brother feel like he need Marvel to be successful? He was Jonathan Majors before the MCU asked him to be king. He was the reason why folks talked about the first season of Loki. So why are we sitting up here? I don't like it. It's making me feel some type of way, because I'm looking at us as Black people and I'm saying that's part of the reason why we find ourselves in the situation we find ourselves in today. Because low-key, we don't know how to stop kissing Massa's ass. We don't know how to check out. We keep wanting to be friends. I don't get that. Because you wouldn't do that in your individual life. Because if you did, folks would call you a simp. I got grown men who, if they ran behind a female, the way we telling Jonathan Majors to run behind Marvel, you would get drugged by your friends. You would get drugged by your friend. I got females saying the same thing, who, if you did the same thing that you want Jonathan Majors to do, your girlfriends would ask you, girl, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? We don't know how to walk away from somebody that did us dirty. That's that cognitive dissonance. And we never think about the power of the word, what we saying. Why we didn't speak life into Jonathan Majors and say, dog, you don't need the MCU because you him. They need you. We don't want to stop and think that we low-key contributed to him feeling that way when the woman asked him that question. He should have been able to say, I'm Jonathan Majors. I don't need the MCU. I was Jonathan Majors before the MCU called. You know why they call me? Why? Because I'm Jonathan Majors. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Like that said, once again, congratulations on the engagement. Big dog, I'm happy for you. I'm absolutely happy for you. Pack with Doug, we want both of them, and they both better come with Super Genius intact. Man, hit the light. Come on, you'll say hit the lights. Black Panther, what's going on, Black Panther? Grand Madam is in the building. Shango is married to Oya, who controls wind and thunderbolts. I don't know why. Do we understand what imagery and representation means? Do we stop to think about how impactful it is? So we still living, right? We breathing. So we went to school. Your school had a mascot. For the time frame you was in school, you took ownership of that mascot. You watch sports. You do. It's football season. You see the repercussions and ramifications of what happens when somebody disrespects somebody's logo. That ain't your logo. You ain't bought that damn logo. You ain't designed the damn logo. Logo ain't got a damn thing to do with you. But because you go to that school, oh, that logo is near it. That logo now is you. You see yourself in that logo. So anybody do anything to the logo, they doing something to you. You got to handle that. We act like the same thing don't matter when it comes to imagery, representation, superheroes, fictional characters. Low key, the reason why so many of us want to roll over in regards to Marvel is because, and I'm just going to hurt feelings now when I say it's because low key, you've been going to church so much, you still see that picture of the dude that looked like one of the characters from Star Wars saying, that's your Jesus. And we know damn good and well where Jesus was born. You do. So you know he ain't that damn skin complexion. You know it ain't. But you don't see value in yourself. Because that's the very first thing that somebody sat you down and made you say, that's you. You saw yourself as somebody who you could never be. And even at the age of being an adult, you ain't checked out yet. That's why you're not understanding the significance of imagery and representation. Okay, well, that same type of mentality that you had for your high school mascot, imagine if most Black Americans had that same mentality for T'Challa. That same emotion that used to get you snapping, you popping, you dancing, you hitting your drums and everything like that, you doing your whatever you want to do in regards to your mascot. Imagine if Black folks felt the same way about Wakanda, how they would be moved. And I don't want to hear this damn thing about, oh, that's a fictional nation. Your mascot is fictional. Your mascot ain't taking the field with you on Friday nights. Your mascot ain't at the volleyball game. Your mascot ain't out there at the high school basketball game. No. Your mascot don't look nothing like what you got on that damn ground. Somebody got a squirrel with a cape. Your bulldog know how to play football. What the hell is an Ole Miss Rebel? Never mind, that one's way too damn easy. I don't know why any Black person goes to Ole Miss. But I digress. That ain't what this video is about, is it? No, that ain't what this video is about. And we can talk about that all day long. No, y'all seen it? Y'all saw the title. The Ops of Wakanda. YouTube say you got to have a nice thumbnail. I thought that thumbnail would be catchy. I thought that thumbnail would have people, wait, the Ops of Wakanda. Yeah, the Ops of Wakanda. The Ops of Wakanda. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I don't know how many of y'all read Predator versus Black Panthers. The video was inspired because I asked myself earlier today, did Benjamin Percy just throw himself in the same ring with the other dudes? Did he just do that? Mr. Smith, my elder, tells me I have a discerning spirit. So I'm thinking to myself, I said, wait. Because I ain't like how Benjamin Percy moved. Theo, what you mean? Well, he didn't even talk about, he real active over there on X. And he talking about what's coming out in 2025, Predator versus Spider-Man. But he didn't say nothing about the 4th issue of Predator versus Black Panther. Like, we get, you know how we interact. Yeah, you see how the writer from Black Lightning is interacting with her. Yep, okay. You see how the writer from Blood Syndicate is interact. Yeah, we didn't interact with Jonathan Mayberry, Reginald Hudlin. Yeah, you Cheryl Eaton. We even interacting with the artists, Kareem Farami and everything like that. So we interacting with people. I'm looking at the thing like, so I felt that kind of odd, like you not talking about what you got out right now. And then I looked at the comments and nobody talked about what he had out. Like what you got out right now is Predator versus Black Panther. That other book don't come out till next year. What you don't want to mention this book? And ain't nobody gonna talk about this book. Then I looked at other comic book reviews. I've reviewed the comic. My brother D Real say he's not gonna do it. I've seen other Black reviewers and they seem ecstatic about it. But then there was variant. And y'all saw that. I put that Black Panther loses. Yeah, that's exactly what the hell happened. T'Challa lost. But then you start looking at the comments up under the videos. Now, I'm a Black Panther fan. You a Black Panther fan. And we got it out the muck. We didn't get it out the MCU. We wasn't satisfied with what we seen in the cartoon. No, we went and got it out the muck. We did. And if you a Black Panther fan, that ain't like being a Batman fan. That ain't like being a T'Challa fan. No, I'm gonna say that ain't like being a Peter Parker fan. No, T'Challa then actually took over somebody's comic book. He has. And even in his own comic book, 2 different series, well, 2 different writers, 2 different story arcs. The last 12 issues of their particular runs, T'Challa wasn't a featured character, it was somebody else. Y'all know what I'm talking. And honestly, when you think about the writers who are responsible for that, Christopher Priest and Reginald Hudlin, we look at them as what? Being 2 of the greatest that ever did it in regards to T'Challa. But just so we clear, right before they run ended, Christopher Priest introduced Casper Cole, put him as Black Panther. Reginald Hudlin, before he pieced out, brought in Shooty to be the Black Panther. Nobody cared for it. Comic book fans rejected it. So much so to the point where those characters just got put off to the side. Yeah, you over here as the White Tiger. We don't know what we're doing with you. We just gonna sit over there. Okay, well, you the Black Panther, but we ain't got no more Black Panther. We do have Avengers stories though, and we got X-Men stories. So we gonna keep the party rolling with T'Challa. Shorty, we holler at you. That don't sit right with me. Something about the way Benjamin Percy wrote T'Challa just didn't sit right with me. So tapping into that discerning spirit that Mr. Smith said that I possess, I went and researched Predator versus Batman. Y'all remember that series? Batman versus Predator? Yeah, that's actually series. four issue series too. It is. I went and I pulled it up. Did I buy the series? Nope. But being who I am, I went and pulled the series. I did. I went and pulled the series, and I ain't even read all 4 issues. No. I skipped all the way to issue 4. And you know what I get? I get Batman in Predator armor. Like my dog, it ain't a guess. You ain't got to think about it because it was told that T'Challa was going to put on some Predator armor. I ain't see it. Bruce got on some Predator armor. Bruce, Alfred, and Tim. You want me to say that in Gotham? In Gotham, Bruce, Tim, and Alfred come out unscathed. Is there a Punisher versus Predator book that I need to be aware of? Because I'm pretty sure don't a damn thing happen to Frank Castle either. I'm asking that question because wasn't it Ias-Ijs who just said we got to be protective of our stories, right? Well, Benjamin Percy didn't do anything in regards to Black Panther lore, but Benjamin Percy ain't the first. He's just the next one. No, before Benjamin Percy, there was John Ridley. And before John Ridley, there was Nate Moore and Ryan Coogler. Now, as I've stated before, in any universe, galaxy, Bruce is Bruce. Whether he's stuck in the Dutch or whether he's speaking German, English, Bruce is Bruce. Clark is Clark. There's absolute Wonder Woman right now. And Diana is still a fierce warrior. You still don't want them problems. Her character is her character. Lex Luthor's character is Lex Luthor's character. The universe don't matter. Lex Smart. Clark from Krypton. Bruce is an orphan. Bruce is an orphan. You know it. I know it. That's what that is. Them stories gonna always play out that way. It don't matter. T'Challa's don't do that. Shout out to James Jackson, the first Black quarterback starting at the University of Georgia. He told me when I was a sophomore, don't call me the N-word because if you call me the N-word, everybody else would think it's okay to call me the N-word, and it's not okay. Well, Nate Moore was the executive over at Marvel, and he didn't do anything to protect T'Challa, Black Panther, nor Wakanda during Avengers Age of Ultron. No executive over there did. Nobody that's Black walking in them hallways opened their mouths. Nobody that interviewed anybody. No Black reporter said a word. Ain't no Black comedian checked for it. Ain't nobody Black done a damn thing in regards to how that character was treated. But will kiss the ass of a character, Power Rangers, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Carol Danvers, will worship the ground that any other fictional character stands on, but can't do the same damn thing for Wakanda. Nate was there. Nate didn't say a word. Ryan came in. Ryan Coogler came in. And he was coming in off of what he did at the Sundance Film Festival. And he's a critically acclaimed writer, but I want us to think about what he's critically acclaimed for. You watched Creed, didn't you? You saw how that played out, didn't you? Well, Ryan can't be held accountable for Captain America Civil War. He can't be held accountable for Avengers Age of Ultron. But somebody should be able to ask that black man why he felt it was prevalent for a brother to kill another brother within the first 5 minutes of the movie, knowing that story ain't like that. So if Ryan can disrespect the #1 black character and Nate as a black executive ain't gonna check him, why are we looking for Benjamin Percy to do any different? Why? You got CB Sabowski, and I don't know where the resume check is. I don't know. But you got Jonathan Ridley coming in, and now I'm just gonna tell the truth and shame the devil. I was kind of trying to shy away from around it. He got a questionable background. If Dr. Umar Johnson can sit up here and fraudulently bump his gums talking about you can't be pro-black if you married to somebody white, Jonathan Ridley ain't married to no sister. He ain't majored in nothing having to deal with black people. Then you got that magazine article sitting out there in which he goes above and beyond to denigrate other black people in a white magazine. That's the facts. Then he comes on Black Panther for no reason whatsoever, goes above and beyond to insinuate that T'Challa is in a gay relationship in ways in which Dr. Eve Ewing got accused of with Besa. She never tried that. She got accused of it. Maybe she got accused of it because of the hypersensitivity regarding T'Challa's sexual orientation under John Ridley. What was that all about? Mind you, this is all coming on the heels of Black Panther 2, where we can't even get a solid explanation as comic book fans what the titular character passed away from. Let me know when that makes sense as a comic book fan. Every time Clark took a dirt nap, you knew why. He came back, but you knew why. Every time Bruce took a dirt nap, he came back, but you knew why. Every time Diana took a dirt nap, you knew why she came back. What did they tell you Cap was at? They didn't leave it ambiguous, did they? No, you watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier just like I did. What they say? He was on the moon. And Kevin Feige made sure you knew that's where he was. Because when the directors asked him, where do we tell them Cap is at? I don't know. I don't care. Tell him he's on the moon. Well, that's officially where Cap is at. Ain't no question mark. We know where Tony at. Dirt nap. We know where Dr. Steve Strange at the crib. We know what's going on with Peter. Can't nobody remember him. But with T'Challa, the #1 black IP, where the writer and the director and the executive could come up with a name for T'Chaka's brother. Yeah, they came up with a name for T'Chaka's brother. Sion wasn't good enough. They created a brand new character. They did the same thing in Black Panther 2, created a whole new character, T'Challa's son. But they can't come up with a name for the illness that deleted T'Challa. Do you know why that was? Well, they refer to T'Challa as the most dangerous man alive. Do you know how hard it is to give that dude a dirt nap based on what's going on in the comics? Blade bit the dude, stabbed the dude. and the dude was still walking around. Let me say that one more time. He bit the dude. He bit the dude. I'm sorry. He stabbed the dude, then turned the dude, and the dude's heart-shaped herb that's in his system, he ain't have to take another one, that's in his system was slowly reversing the effects of the vampirism. And a la Logan, Wolverine had healed him. You get any of that from the MCU? From black men? You get any of that from John Ridley? A black man? What did you get from Benjamin Percy? A white man? Why T'Challa can't be written consistently? Three of them cats in that picture should care. Regardless of what they got going on, they should care. Those three individuals should be the gatekeepers for all things black. Those three individuals, those three, at the very least, the first two should be the gatekeepers for all black characters at the MCU. But what each and every last one of those people in that photo signed off on was the deliberate misrepresentation of the characters of Wakanda. That F's up everything, because by and large, that's what people going off of. I would love to know why. I do know why, but I just want to hear them tell it. I would love for Benjamin Percy to tell me why he wrote T'Challa like that, in ways Bruce didn't get written. I say again, in Gotham, not Wakanda, in Gotham, Alfred, Bruce, and Tim walked away unscathed. The Predators went home embarrassed. You can be embarrassed in Gotham, but you're gonna get the W in Wakanda. Anybody read Predator versus Wolverine? Can somebody tell me if Logan got maimed? If you read any Predator versus anybody book, tell me the comic book in which the hero got mistreated like that. I'm gonna go research it, because that's what I do. But tell me. I don't believe that's the case. Keep up with these notes real quick. But y'all in here. It's that I'm sure writers would want to go that route, but editorial will always say hell to the no. Neither does Nate Moore. No sister on his arm, not knocking blacks, interracial couples. I just don't expect militant blackness from them unless there was someone from another oppressed group. I give people the benefit of the doubt. You show me who you are. You show me who you are, though. I ain't gonna look for you to be nobody else other than what you are. And I think when it's all said and done, when I look at what Nate Moore did in regards to Fastos, I don't know why that's what we did. It's as easily as we created in Jobu, as easily as we created Toussaint, we could have created another Eternal. That wasn't too far from the stretch. You could have made that Eternal a prime member of the Eternals. You made in Jobu a brother of T'Chaka, so that wasn't too difficult. Let's see here. Does anyone think editorial would ever let anyone imply that Steve Rogers? No. They want Sam and Bucky to be in an intimate relationship, but the MCU wasn't going for that. And I don't know why we keep suggesting stuff like that. I push back on stuff like that heavily because I know what the fallback would be. The fallout would be if I were to ever suggest two gay couples all of a sudden become heterosexual couples. Right. So when people suggest heterosexual characters become gay, I'm thinking to myself, you pushing an agenda. You pushing an agenda that you wouldn't like me pushing as a heterosexual male. Well, I believe in equal respect. So Benji needs cooking lessons from McGregor, Mayberry. I ain't even got it, Steezel, because my telling point was Shorty. That was my telling point. When I want to know how somebody finna F up T'Challa, if you look at it, they always F up the other characters too. And they be egregious with it when they do it with other characters because they don't think you know anything about the other characters. See, you're not thinking folks know who Sion is, so it's easy for you to do what you want to do with Sion. At least you think so. And you're not thinking anybody really pays attention to T'Chaka because you know it's all about T'Challa. So you'll have T'Chaka do something T'Chaka like, and you think you're not going to get called on it. Well, no, you're going to get called on it. So when Benjamin Percy was writing Shorty, like how he wrote her, I said, oh yeah, he finna F this up. Between Shorty in issue 1 and the Hatu Zaraze in issue 1, yeah, I knew this was going left. If you don't give a damn about the auxiliary, think about what I said. Batman versus the Predator. Both Tim and Alfred made it out unscathed. Tim was actually hanging upside down in the Predator's hand, and the Predator still didn't delete him. No, Bruce come out with some type of medallion that the Predator wants, and he gives it to the Predator, and the Predator gives him Tim. The medallion belonged to the Predator's father. Over here, you got T'Challa, the Predator take off his helmet. Well, T'Challa could have took off his helmet. That's it. It ain't like you put him in his habit. T'Challa could have, but no, we need to make sure he took off his habit because we know that blade ain't slicing through that. And that's when we get Okoye say, no, don't take off your habit. Well, seemed like to me what Benjamin Percy was interested in was T'Challa struggling, Wakanda struggling. No differently than Ryan Coogler wants T'Challa to mourn the passing of time. No differently than we want Toussaint to have to justify that he is the heir to the throne by fighting M'Baku. Just like we want Sam to have to prove that he still got to earn the shield. Damn. That's the continuous story. And you really talk about Eyes of Wakanda. Benji bought that raisin potato salad to the cookout. I don't Percy being white don't give him a pass at all. How do you have a leader of a technologically advanced kingdom lose to an alien who they have prior knowledge of, who has lost to humans, who have beaten them with no knowledge and Boy Scout knots? The fact that he talked to, I think it was Azuri, and gained literally no knowledge. You can reverse technology to build the shield, but you can't reverse technology in regards to any. And mind you, you got the superior weapon, because that's why old buddy came to Wakanda. You got vibranium, so they gonna take their vibranium. I guess to Wakanda got raided. This what Ryan Coogler want to talk about. So Wakanda got raided. He took it, left, got blown up because Shorty blew him up. Where was Shorty in her stone form? Where was Shorty as the giant raven? Where was Shorty as a flock of ravens? We talk about T'Challa's technological genius not being on display. Hell, neither was Shorty's. All she did was hook a bomb up to a jet that was flying. We didn't see me and you do that in a movie where we hook a bomb up that the enemy then brought, and we used the bomb to blow up the enemy. That ain't impressive. And Sam shooting gun shells out his gloves. Well, I would love to sit down and just ask why T'Challa can't be written right. What's wrong with him? What y'all mad at him? Percy disrespect. He disrespected all of Wakanda. He wasn't getting ish taught by no X-23 or needed to be saved at the end by Kitty Pryde. He got the job done without needing help and wasn't making no mistakes due to fear or showing any mercy. I'm trying to. There is a Wolverine versus Predator book written by Percy that is a direct comp. It's a simple story about Logan having a century-long rivalry with a single Predator. Kamoyo, I have Predator versus Batman. See, Wakanda being got Ops, Taika Waititi, James. Going from Black Panther Blood Hunt to Predator versus Black Panther was a major letdown. Listen, major. I'm sure some writers would want to go keep up with these notes. Let me see. Raiding Africa is a fetish for them. Listen. And Ijs, I can't even call them hard light wings because they look mechanical. But your point, who designed them? We don't know. Guess Tony Stark did. Let me see, Anansi the Spider. What we got Anansi? What's going on, Anansi? What's going on? Not even Betty Crocker could help Benjamin Percy. Speaking of which, myself and Mr. Ray Smith, we not calling Miles Spider-Man no more. They got a Spider-Man. We that's the name we call him Miles now. So we're gonna be referring to Miles as Anansi. Yeah, if your character is coming out as gay, then there's a time limit on that for me. It better be first few years. Listen, it better be done way differently than what they did with Bobby Drake. Because that ain't. You know, it's relationships out there that move the needle. We just don't get them. North Star from Alpha Flight. I think right now they're giving us Prodigy and NYX, but there is Horatio and Taku in Wakanda. There is Anika and Ayo in Wakanda. So that representation does exist, but I don't know why we make the decisions we make. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. So I've been burned several times. Post Secret Wars, new Marvel comics are crapshoot nowadays for me. Yeah, man. Bobby Drake felt more like Jean came to modern times. Watched some CW, thought she needed a gay bestie. I don't know what that was. The sad part about it is I don't think any X-Men fan really accepts that relationship. It's like we ain't got no choice because the writers don't know how to be like, okay, well, we F that up. I do. Just go back in time. Then you have her come forward in time and say he been gay. Okay, have her go back and say she made a mistake. Now, can we get shit? Somebody who has a proven knowledge and desire to write T'Challa as the most dangerous man alive. Listen, I asked that question to Mr. Ray Smith earlier. I did because what I liked was the formation of the 5 tribes. I enjoyed the fact that we got to know the gods on levels we hadn't seen before. We seen them fight together as a team. We got some insight into their individual personalities and everything like that. There was another god that came into play. He had locks. So I don't know why. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. But if it does make dollars and you do something contradictory to it making dollars, that don't make sense. When you got a fan base telling you what they want and they the ones paying. I don't know why you wouldn't give it to them. That makes no sense. And then it's one thing not to give it to them, but then to go above and beyond to ostracize that fan base. I'm gonna say it for those who don't get it. Benjamin Percy's writing of all things Wakandan were an insult to all Black Panther fans. And it shouldn't be thought that some of those Black Panther fans aren't Predator fans. That make it even worse. So now you got some Predator fans being disingenuous, showing their ass, talking ish, not realizing that the people they talking ish to are also Predator fans. They just also happen to be Black Panther fans. So they know what they know. You low key, when you start bumping your gums like that, you make a Black Panther fan ask themselves at very least, are you racist? It really come down to that. It's just, I know we don't want to talk like that, but if you gonna say something above and beyond, you gonna have that person think about you like that. I took Theo's advice, reread Blood Hunt with clear eyes, and yeah, I agree, Cheryl deserves the next shot, but I know why she ain't getting the gig. Y'all like Theo? Y'all heard what Derek said. Y'all heard what Derek said. Okay, well, here's what Cheryl did. Cheryl came in and she told you, no, the first vampire was in Africa. That's what she said. And then she let it be known they got a water spirit, a water deity too, Anuke. T'Challa already OP. And she leveled that dude up again. You didn't see Gekri? Because Gekri had a lot to say, and I'm sitting up and saying to myself, okay, well, that's the Jabari tribe right there, and you got a lot to say going on. So are you finna spin this for? Because we don't have a current timeline in Baku outside of the intergalactic in Baku. We don't. We ain't got no River Tribe representation. We don't. And you saw Tar want all the smoke. He wanted all the smoke, every last bit of it. We don't know which tribe that's playing into. Was that the Hattusilize? Was that the border tribe? Couldn't have been the mining tribe. We know it wasn't the mining tribe because we saw old boy. He responsible for what? 3 elements now. Vibranium is the 3rd one. Yeah, Ias-Ijs. I looked at the same thing. I said, you know what? Yeah. I can see why you might not want her to come back because, oh my goodness. Oh, she was about to have Wakanda smoking some stuff. Like, boy, look, okay. Between her and the artwork of Kari Farami, oh man, all right. Don't get it wrong. I ain't mad. The Black Panther game. He just so happened to have a Wakandan flag with him when he went. Okay. Oh man, these people voted for Darth Cheetah. Are you surprised? No, I'm not. Yeah, Bendis lost the special sauce, but he created and pushed a lot of Black heroes, so I cannot hate on Bendis too much, even if he was washed at the end. Hey man, so was Tom Landry. It happens. And I don't want to do that to my Dallas Cowboy fans. So was Chuck Noll. It's called getting older. He's great at street level stuff like Daredevil, Spidey, and I dug his New Avengers, Secret Invasion, Siege, first half of Guardians of the Galaxy. But I gave up on him after his X-Men. When you say street levels, you maybe think about what's going on in Wakanda. They don't have no street level villains. You know they don't have villains in Wakanda like that, right? Folks be like, we want him back in Wakanda. Listen, that's my thing. That's my time. So what's the takeaways from tonight's show? Hey man, saying you black just can't be a saying. And it ain't always easy, and it ain't always gonna get you what you want, but it will get you what you need. So in regards to Jonathan Majors, in regards to Aurora being related to Thor, let's think black. Let's think black, and let's not be ashamed to think black. There's nothing wrong with thinking black first. That doesn't mean you don't care, or you don't want to be around other people. It just means you like you. You love you some you, and ain't nothing wrong with that. One of the other things before I get up out of here tonight, the word woke. That's our word. I was very, very serious last night when I said take that word back. I was watching an action figure review. Titania is headed to the house. I do an action figure review on the Titania action figure. If y'all like for me to start doing reviews on the custom action figures that myself, D-Real, and Mr. Smith get down on, we can do that. But I'll mention his name, Manny 97. Manny 97, YouTube or whatever. He did the Titania review. And one of the things he was upset about, rightfully so, is they covered up her cleavage. They did. They covered up her cleavage. That's not comic book accurate. He said it was a woke thing. And he didn't care what anybody had to say. His opinion was his opinion. Well, I share his opinion in regards to the fact that the character was not comic book accurate. But I did school him on the fact that wasn't a woke issue. It might be a conservative issue. It might be a sexist issue. But it's not a black issue. Thus, it's not a woke issue. We've done a piss poor job. My opinion, I could be wrong, been wrong before. We've done a piss poor job of repping who we are. We can rep everybody else, but we can't rep who we are. We've done a piss poor job in repping who we are. So I'm gonna tell you where I'm going with this, and we're gonna get on up out of here. We ain't gonna stay too long. You do need to check woke, because in letting everybody use it the way that they want to use it, it dilutes the significance of the word. It's attributed to things that it has nothing to be attributed to. That's our word. It's a call to action. We should want to own our stuff just like everybody else owns their stuff and not be ashamed of it. So we should be able to say, no, that's not woke. That's not. So it's no difference to me than the N-word. If the N-word is used as it's supposed to be used as you know, we like each other, we cool with each other, then nobody outside of us should ever hear us use the N-word. If that word is supposed to be used as a term of endearment, then no race outside of us should hear us use that word towards each other in a derogatory fashion. But we don't move like that, though, do we? We don't move like that. Well, if Gerald Theophilus Butler don't have respect for Gerald Theophilus Butler, why would Gerald Theophilus Butler expect D. Steezel to have respect for Gerald Theophilus Butler? If Gerald Theophilus Butler doesn't mind denigrating himself, insulting himself, embarrassing himself, then why should S-Jadix want to treat me better than I treat myself? Woke is woke. Ain't got nothing to do with anything else. You know it. Stop trying to get along with everybody. Stop worrying about hurting people's feelings when they use the word incorrectly. Let them know. Pick something else. It ain't you being too sensitive. It ain't you being in your feelings. It ain't you being a smart ass. It ain't you being somebody that's pinpointing stuff. No, right is right, wrong is wrong, and that is a big deal. Get your own word. Woke has something to do with me as a black person being on the alert that you as a non-black person might do something that's going to cause me harm. I'm sorry, but that's what that is. That's the end all say all. I need to be alert as a black person that you as a non-black person might do something to cause me harm. That ain't your word. And if it hurts your feelings when I walk around the office or when I'm walking down the street or with anything else, I'm minding my own business and I look to another brother or sister and I say, hey, stay woke. If that offends you, then don't give them a damn thing to be woke about. If you in your feelings, when I say it, because you don't like it, because you know exactly what that means, then don't say or do anything for me to tell that brother or sister to stay woke. And you won't have to hear it. We let them change politically correct into woke. Exactly. Take it back. Take it back. Woke ain't got a damn thing to do with politics. It don't. It don't. It ain't got nothing to do with being liberal. It ain't got nothing to do with being conservative. Woke got just as much to do with liberal as it does conservative. It's got just as much to do with Democrat as it does with Republican. Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. But if you, us, we don't change it, who will? If not us, who? Who we waiting on? Remember that imagery? Remember that representation I was talking about before in regards to Black Panther? Remember how I was telling us earlier how we get behind images like we get, say, with our mascots, we get behind it. We'll fight to the teeth for that mascot, right? Imagine if enough of us conducted ourselves like the royalty in Wakanda. Not that MCU nonsense where you got folks sniping at each other. Imagine if we possessed the spirit that T'Challa had when he went back and got Shuri. And that's the spirit they don't want you to have. That's the imagery that they want to dilute. Because if I dilute that image, if I dirty up that image, I never have to worry about the black man and the black woman coming together. I ain't got you together in the comics. I ain't got you together on the big screen. I ain't got you together on the small screen. I just got you popping up with babies. Well, if you don't think you deserve no better than that, you won't get it. If you keep making excuses for why you ain't getting no better than that, then you gonna get what you gonna get. I'm gonna read this note. I'm gonna get on up out of here. I do wonder if anything America in the last 5 to 10 years didn't get co-opted or repurposed like woke was. Just seems to be the weight of all things at this point, which I struggle to accept, to be honest. No, they are. Things have been co-opted. Woke isn't the only term that's been co-opted. It's quite a few. terms out there that have been co-opted. I will say this, and I like doing this one right here. We use labels erroneously. What's a liberal? What's a conservative? Now, if you are conservative, you have no liberal beliefs whatsoever. You don't do anything a liberal does as a conservative. You're a conservative. That's what you said you were. I didn't say that. You said you were a conservative. Well, conservatives don't take chances. A conservative cheating on his wife, cheating on her husband, oh no, that's not a conservative mindset. That's a liberal mindset. A conservative cheating on their taxes. No, 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 no. A liberal would try and get away with stuff. A conservative is going to do it by the book. By the book. That's what being a conservative is. A liberal, you take chances. Speed limit 75. Hell, let me do 85. Let me do 95. Liberal. Being intimate, you want to try a whole bunch of stuff. You ain't trying to do just the ordinary stuff. You want to try some stuff. Liberal. You don't want an ordinary life. Oh no, you going out there hang glide. You going out there wind sailing and everything like that. You taking chances because you got a liberal mindset. A rapist. That's a liberal. That's a liberal action. Raping somebody, that's not a conservative action. Stealing, that's not a conservative action. You know what's a conservative action? Saving money. Saving money. That's conservative. But stealing, that's liberal. Okay, well, it's safe to say it's quite a few people out here throwing words around. Them words don't even apply to them. They don't. You got to be careful telling me you a Christian today. You can't tell me you a Christian like you could prior to November 5th. You can't. Words have meaning, and I know the meaning of most words. So, do you think Kugler flips a coin? I listen. I don't know what Kugler got going on. I don't. And truth be told, woke replace social justice warrior as the #1 buzzword. Sure did. I don't know what Ryan has going on. I don't know what Ryan has going on. I'm saying that because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what he got going on, and I don't know why he got it going on. I don't. I'm completely baffled. You introduce it. You doing your own thing. Like, and I don't know. Let me not say that. I don't know who this is for. Because if Black Panther, the first movie, was for the casual fan and the comic book fan, the second movie was not for the comic book fan at all. We did not go. So I'm like, what are you doing with the third movie? Because as I said before, soon as you do something, a script leak where it's Toussaint in it, it's gonna be some of us that say we recast T'Challa. We still gonna go find our way to the movie theater, and we still gonna do our videos and talk about it. I just know that's what that is because we don't know how to unplug. So that's to be expected. What he gonna write? Like he literally wrote himself into a hole. What you finna write? That's the casual fan. I ain't talking about them. That's gonna make the comic book fan is already upset about Toussaint. The comic book fan is upset about Queen Mother Ramunda. The comic book fan is upset about Anika and Io's relationship. The comic book fan is upset about the fact that Io was not in the Midnight Angels armor. How do you make this right? Because you didn't went so far away that it's not recognizable anymore to the Black Panther comic book fan. So what do you, well, how you finna do this? Denzel Washington cannot save this movie. Angela Bassett said the second movie was going to be better than the first one. It was not. She said it was going to make more money than the first one. It did not. Angela Bassett is an award-winning actress. She is. She gave an award-winning performance in the second movie she did, and that still wasn't enough. That still wasn't enough. So what you finna do? If Toussaint name pop up in that script, if he's even referenced in that script, that project is DOA. That because that's the Mason-Dixon line. Toussaint, TJ, that's the Mason-Dixon line. Should not exist. Folks told you not to do it. You did it anyway. I guess, which is arrogant, Ryan Coogler, Nate Moore, John Ridley, and Benjamin Percy have literally said on various occasions, to hell with Black Panther fans. I don't give a damn what they want. I don't give a damn what they get mad about. I'm going to do what I want to do. That's literally been their attitude. I'm going to do with this character what I want to do, and I don't give two damns how they think, care, and or feel. That's tough. Some of us got Wakanda at the house, though. Hated that word there. This comic book fan is pissed about the movie and comics right now. Yeah. I don't, you see me, I told you. I can't even see Benjamin Percy's run. It's out of sight, it's out of mind. Right now, I'm just working with what Jed McKay is giving us. Buckmeister is giving us. And what Daryl plans on giving us, what Mr. Smith, this is going to be interesting because Mr. Smith got a whole bunch of action figures, and I'm interested to see how he going to do his story and the stuff that we got. So it is what it is. But hey, that's it. That's my time. I'm out. Just think about it. Don't give up. Knees on necks. Recast T'Challa. It's just that simple. Like, share, subscribe. We do have What a Week It Was Wednesday coming your way. We do have comic book content though, right? Got that, make it do what it do. So yeah, like, share, subscribe in the memory of the late great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman. Till next time, I wish each and every last one of y'all love, peace, and so we out.